Get indoors and away from windows out there. Strong winds come through Nashville, Illinois right now. Those are moving towards Ashley and Irvington. So y'all get ready for that. New severe thunderstorm warning in Missouri. Bollinger, Stoddard, and Wayne counties. This includes Zalma. This one looks like it could have some hail in it. So get ready at Zalma for some little hail and some 60-mile-per-hour winds over the next 32 minutes. So our degree signature up here for the Hillsdale storm and the Geneseo storm is gone. That's no longer on the ground, but I'm telling y'all it can happen again very quickly in these areas of rotation. So let's stay sheltered up there.
Tornado warning has been issued.
Warning for all of these areas of rotation coming up past Interstate 80 towards Hoop Pole, New Bedford, and Tampico. Take shelter in bite-sized counties for the next 31 minutes. After the storm come out, it's fine. No reason to be scared. 15 minutes left on Eureka, Illinois. Tornado warning, you guys will be fine. Come out of your safe spots right after storms passed.
All right, Ryan, quick chat pause. Lots of eyeballs are tracking those storms marching across northern Illinois, with folks getting particularly antsy about the path near Joliet and Ottawa. Meanwhile, over in Missouri, Perryville keeps popping up with viewers reporting sirens going off. And hey, quick heads up from the pronunciation police. They're gently reminding us it's Moline for Moline.
Gotcha. Thank y'all. Joliet, Ottawa, you guys are in the path of some of these storms, but they're going to continue to get weaker as they get closer to you. So you have a way of getting alerts tonight, but I don't think that you've got too much to worry about. Remember, y'all, like these things are really losing a lot of gas as they go east. I mean, the line is completely almost dissipated here as it comes into Bloomington. After it went past Springfield, it's really fallen apart. Decatur, Taylorville, like we're going to have some rain, but not even a lot of wind associated with this as it goes farther east. So the line is falling apart right now, and hopefully that continues to happen, but there will continue to be pockets of severe weather and more tornado potential here and there, including like right here near Irvington and Centralia in Illinois. That's why we've got that tornado possible tag on that severe thunderstorm warning right now.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
All right, they have allowed the
if you look
tornado
over by,
warnings down here
if
around
you look on
Salem
the
and Greenville to
look
expire.
on, if
We
you
just
look on
got
the
that tornado
reflective
possible severe thunderstorm warning
of
now
that,
for Salem and
you
Centralia.
can see there's
I
building
do want
on
to say that
hook.
St. Louis, you're done for the night. There's no more threat for severe weather for you. Yeah, same could be said for O'Fallon, Belleville, down to Chester, Farmington, Fredericktown, Piedmont, maybe even Poplar Bluff. Yeah. For the most part, we are done
I think
in
it's just
Poplar Bluff,
rotating.
especially after this little storm goes by. We'll watch it. Yeah, other than that, we're
I ran
good.
down to the south.
Andy's got a y'all watch coming out here for this storm in Clay and Dunklin counties in Arkansas, Boydsville. You guys have got some rotation popping up there. It's going towards Piggott and Campbell and Holcomb.
Yeah.
So y'all watch out. There might be there's
been
a
light
low
for 7
chance that a
hours.
tornado warning might be issued for that as this moves off to the north and east.
Ryan the Camas sent in a super chat. Hello from FL. Thank you so much for keeping every single of us safe. You are the man.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Absolutely no problem at all. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to do this as our, this is like what we do, So thank you for tuning in to us and trusting us. We take this very seriously. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Jefferson County, Illinois. Woodlawn, Dix, and Mount Vernon. Get ready for 60-mile-per-hour winds and some light damage to trees, roofs,
I'm gonna
sidings,
head upstairs and get on my
and
phone.
stuff like that over the next 25 minutes.
Okay. I have to plug in my school computer.
We got a severe thunderstorm warning down here in Bradley and Calhoun and Cleveland counties as well, in southern Arkansas. It's dropping some hail and some winds as it comes up towards Fordyce and Tinsman. So hopefully you guys are indoors, away from windows, and you guys will be all right. 24 minutes left on our tornado warning for Sand Ridge and Grand Tower. This is a precautionary warning. As you can see, there's no distinct area of rotation here, but there is some chance of a spin-up tornado as the storms approach Grand Tower, so stay in your safe spots for 24 minutes. Warning east of Peoria for Eureka has been allowed to expire. We're down to 4 tornado warnings right now. Continue to have a tornado warning for Prophetstown and Tampico for the next 24 minutes. That's Bureau, Henry, and Whiteside counties. Take shelter. So things are winding down quite significantly. Anybody on the team who's tired and wants to head out, get out of here. I think we're mostly done for the night.
All right, Ryan, quick check on the chat pulse. Folks are definitely zeroed in on those warnings rolling through north central Illinois. Places like Whiteside, Ogle, and Bureau counties keep coming up, alongside continued questions about Centralia. Down south, there's still a lot of eyes on southeast Missouri, especially around Cape Girardeau and Kennett, while basically everyone in Indiana is asking if they can please go to bed yet. The answer is probably still no. Sleep is for the weak. Oh, and the pronunciation police have chimed in again. They're gently suggesting Centralia is more like Centralia, and Iuka sounds like Iuka. Keep up the great work.
Oh my gosh, thanks for trying, y'all bot. Oh my gosh, sleep is for the weak. That's what I'm gonna start saying if somebody's like, Eric, can we go to sleep? And I'm like, no. It's not because it's gonna storm either, it's just because sleep is for the weak. By the way, Cape Girardeau, you've got a storm coming towards you. It's severe warned right now, and there's a little bit of rotation in there. So, yeah, you guys will probably end up with a severe thunderstorm warning, maybe even a tornado warning at some point tonight. Make sure you've got a way of getting alerts. It's not looking like it's going to be very intense. Storms are weakening as they go farther to the east, so we should be all right. And then up here in Bureau, Henry, and Whiteside counties in Illinois, these storms are also starting to weaken a little bit, okay? The rotation is letting up as the storms go farther to the north. So I don't know if they'll reissue warnings for Morrison or Sterling, but if they do, that'll probably be the last round of tornado warnings for these storms as they go on up to the north. Other than sleep being for the weak, is Indianapolis okay tonight? Yeah, you guys are fine. All of Indiana is fine. Y'all can go to sleep. No, Cape Girardeau is not under a tornado warning right now. Yeah, Cape Girardeau County, Missouri. A small part of it is. Sorry, my bad. The town, though, of Cape Girardeau is not under a tornado warning right now. Jonesboro, Arkansas. You guys are fine. There's some storms sliding by right now, but they're below severe limits. You guys are just fine. The camera that we were just watching there is from Carlisle, and there's a severe thunderstorm getting ready to come into Cotton Plant and Brinkley there. It's going to go on up towards Forest City. And eventually that might make it into Memphis, but these storms are also weakening as they go farther to the east. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Columbia, Union, and Claiborne counties up here in Arkansas and a little bit of Louisiana. Haynesville, get ready for some small hail and some 60-mile-per-hour winds. Do you think by the time these hit, yeah, these are going to be less intense by the time they get over there for sure. Oh, you know what I'm going to add? You know what I'm going to add to Y'allbot? This is a great idea. Because one of the reasons why I don't do the thing where I just answer every question about each town in the chat is because I have to make the decision. I was like, okay, which one of these thousands of towns am I actually going to pick here? Out of, and like which ones am I able to see? Then I have to like figure out where it is because I don't know where every small town is. Right? Whenever we have a moment of like quietness and I have time to like do a targeted forecast for a town in the chat, I'm going to tell Y'allbot to find the town that it's been the longest since I've talked about and has been mentioned the most in the chat. And then I'll just click a button and we'll always go to that town. And like we'll set safety filters so you can't just spam Clarksville, Tennessee, and Y'allbot will automatically recommend that. It's gonna be great. That's what I'm gonna work on next week. What's your prediction for May and June? I think it'll be hot and there will be some storms. You're welcome. You are very welcome. Sandridge and Grand Tower, you've got 15 minutes left on your tornado warning. And we got 15 minutes left on our tornado warning up here in Bureau, Henry, and Whiteside counties in Illinois. Guys, this stuff is rapidly falling apart. Every storm is hanging on by a thread here. Thank goodness, huh? The weather intensity score is down to 80. What did it get up to today? It got pretty close to 3. No, it's like 280 something, right? That was... I'm pretty sure I saw it up over 250 at one point. But I don't know. That could be yesterday or something. It's all a blur. Actually, yesterday I don't think it got that high. Yesterday was 180. Yeah, Evansville, Indiana, you're good. Guys, everybody, listen, there's no reason for anybody to stay up right now. We're good. We're good. The only place, I guess, that you should be staying up, and we're talking about for maybe the next 10 minutes, is going to be if you're in the tornado warnings over here in Jackson County, Illinois, or Perry County, Missouri, that's going to be allowed to expire in 10 minutes. 10 minutes also left on this tornado warning over here in Bureau, Henry, and Whiteside counties in Illinois. Storms heading up towards Ottawa and Chicago are below severe limits for the most part. We do have a strong storm coming out of the Centralia area over towards Salem and Luca with some strong winds and some small hail. So, I mean, you could sleep through that. You know what I mean? So as long as you don't agree with Y'allbot that sleep is for the weak, I think you're good to go. You can go to sleep. What's your threshold on the weather intensity score to go live? It changes. It's of course it can't be simple, right? It changes depending on. There's two scores. There's the weather intensity score, which is the one that we show you that updates every 60 seconds. And then there's a daily score that updates every 6 hours. And the daily score, depending on what it is, that changes the threshold for the weather intensity score. The bottom line is, it's working really well. It actually turns out that it's a really good way of deciding when to go live and when to do videos and all that stuff, because something that we have to think about whenever we go live is it's not just about like, oh, do we want to help people? Because of course we do. It's like, oh, do we care about the weather? It's like, yeah, duh. Like we're all watching the radar every day anyways, even when we're not live. But like, should we send out a notification to 3 million people right now? You know what I mean? Like, are people going to get the impression that we're just sitting here talking about nothing half the time? Or like maybe like, you know, it's not nothing, but are people going to get the impression that, you know, the fact that we're live doesn't mean that anything significant is going to happen? You know what I mean? We really have to think about what might happen if we go live too often. For your average Joe, I know the vast majority of you guys, if you're still here after the storms have died down and you're sitting here listening to me yap, you probably wouldn't care if we stayed live all the time. But the people we're really trying to reach, that the people that don't care about weather, the people that need us to pop up in front of them with the algorithm and all that kind of stuff, we got to think about them when we're making the decision as to whether or not we're going to go live. But we're definitely going on the air way more often with this new system, which I think is good. And yeah, it's very expensive for us to go live. We got to pay the storm chasers and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's part of it too, but even that's not nearly as important as just the implications of our reach. Nine minutes left on our tornado warning for Grand Tower and Sand Ridge. Stay sheltered for 9 more minutes. Also 9 minutes left on the Bureau, Henry, and Whiteside County, Illinois tornado warning. Cape Girardeau, there's a strong storm coming for you, the town. It's not tornado warned. There is a part of Cape Girardeau County that is under a tornado warning right now. That's the one that has actually, you know what? That's actually been shaved off. It doesn't include Cape Girardeau County anymore. So this is just Jackson and County, Illinois, and Perry County, Missouri now that's under a tornado warning. So Cape Girardeau County, nor the town of Cape Girardeau, is currently under a tornado warning. You're fine. There is a strong storm coming into the town of Cape Girardeau, Jackson, and Scott City. There will likely be a new tornado warning issued here soon for Cape Girardeau. But for the most part, you're fine. This is going to be a strong storm, though. They did just issue a new tornado warning for Carbondale, and that's for the storm coming out of Sand Ridge here. It's a precautionary warning, but we are going to ask you to take shelter in Murfreesboro and Carbondale over the next 38 minutes. There's some rotation out here, okay, that could lead to a tornado. It's not likely, but it's possible, and that's enough of a reason to take shelter if you're in Murfreesboro, Carbondale, or Pomona in Illinois. And even though the storms are going to continue to weaken as they move off to the east, there will be more tornado warnings tonight. There's nothing we can do about that. How do I become a member, Marsh? I'm looking at your name in chat right now, and it's telling me that you are a member. So you done figured it out. Thank you for being a member, man. Meteorologist Cam says, hey, Ryan Hall, y'all, can I work with you full time on all live streams, please? Maybe. I don't know. I think we've got everything pretty much filled right now. But you'll get tired of it, man. We're you know, like we're I'm making fun of the guy. By the way, the guy that's been running the cameras tonight, can we get a shout out to him, Dalton? Fire job of having relevant cameras up on the screen. It's been awesome. And Jared helping with that. They've been doing a great job. But Dalton is, you know, I think he's ready to go. So it was kind of like a shout out and a little bit of it's Dalton's fault if we end the stream, y'all. So, you know, shout out Dalton and also blame him if we end up shutting her down here soon. Yeah, we still have a tornado warning right now for Carbondale. So take shelter at least for the next 35 minutes. There is an area of rotation that's just crossed over Highway 3 here south of Gorham. We're watching that, and it's going to go over towards Poplar Ridge, Etherton, Mount Carbon, and downtown Carbondale. This is nothing to be scared of. This is something to take shelter for, and we'll be in there for 35 minutes, and we'll be just fine, all right? Then we'll be able to go to sleep. I have no shelter. Bathroom upstairs. All downstairs rooms have windows. What do you recommend? Well, if all of your downstairs rooms have windows and your bathroom's upstairs, I'm assuming that there's an upstairs room that doesn't have windows. The most interior upstairs room could also work. If literally every room downstairs has windows, if you have an interior upstairs room without windows, that it might be your best bet. It's always best to be on the lowest floor, but yeah, if you've got an upstairs room, interior, not an outside facing room, but with no windows, that's where I would go. Cape Girardeau, you got a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, strong storms coming in. It's going to pack some gusty winds, maybe over 50 to 55 miles per hour. Some very small hail. You've had much worse storms, Cape Girardeau, I promise you that. Carbondale, Murfreesboro, DeSoto, same could be said for you, but this one's got a little bit more of a twist to it. This one's rotating a little bit, so we're not concerned, but we are understanding the real possibility here of a potential tornado coming up towards Murfreesboro and Carbondale, and we're staying sheltered for the next 30 minutes. Brittany says, I've been watching you since 3 p.m. Central. Gosh, has it been that long? We've been on the air now for 7 hours and 20 minutes. Wow. It actually doesn't feel like that doesn't feel like that long. Don't think we'll be going live tomorrow. I do think that we'll probably do a video. I mean, like, it's Monday. We've got a day. We're going to have a day 2. Slight risk, so we might as well. So, yeah, we'll do a video tomorrow. So, yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do you have a day job, Ryan? This is it. This is it. This is what I do. Outside of family, this is pretty much it. I've dedicated my life to this. No Yolligons from Andy in a while. Andy's still here. He's rocking and rolling. Guys, I'm just going to be honest with you. There's not a lot going on out there. Yeah, so if you're just now tuning in, we've got one tornado warning right now. That's going to be for Carbondale, Illinois. We've got some rotation going past Sandy Ridge right now, moving up towards Murfreesboro and Carbondale. That's pretty much all the information we have for you. It's going to be a severe storm. Might even be some small hail in there, but the main threat's going to be some strong winds and the potential for a tornado. So be sheltered for 30 minutes, and we should be fine. We'll be able to come out after that, and the storm will go by pretty quick, and we'll be able to get some sleep. Yeah, outside of family, this is it. This is my day job, my night job, my hobby. All of my hobbies. There's a lot of stuff that we do here that's not just this. Like I've learned how to code. You know, like that's a big part of like what we do here is software development and editing videos, and like there's a lot of hats you have to wear to do what we do here, and I'm loving all of it. But yeah, I've got a beautiful wife and 2 young boys at home, and soon to be 3, by the way. I don't know if we've announced that. I don't know if we've talked about that on YouTube and to you guys, but we've got a 3rd kid on the way. Yeah, have I mentioned that? I have not mentioned that, have I? Yeah. Soon to be 3. We've got Echo, Otto, and next up, Milo. Milo Hall. I haven't even told the team. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's a boy. Jonesboro, Arkansas, you guys are fine. Little rain shower going by. It'll be done in a few minutes. It looks like they're issuing a new tornado watch, so we'll show that before we in the stream here. Looks like it's going to be mostly for portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, and a little bit of Indiana. This is what it looks like. So this is going to go all the way out to 4 a.m. Central. A couple tornadoes possible, isolated hail up to quarter size possible, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Have a way of getting warnings tonight in Ripley, Dyersburg, Mayfield, Paducah, Evansville, Indiana, Harrisburg, and Olney. So yeah, a couple tornadoes possible. This is not going to be a tornado outbreak or anything, but definitely have a way of getting alerts tonight. I know we've got a lot of people who watch in this region right here, and I want you to know that you know, this is, I think we're going to be fine, but still have a way of getting alerts. Hopefully everybody in this area has a weather radio. You guys should know better than to not have a weather radio by now. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is happening in Carbondale right now. Yeah, there's a storm coming. It'll start raining here soon. The tornado sirens might be going off. We've got a radar indicated tornado warning for Carbondale. And that's going to continue on for the next 26 minutes. Strong winds are going to be the main threat. Lightning, heavy rain. There is a chance that a tornado could pop out of there. So just in case, let's take shelter in Carbondale for 25 more minutes. Scout, yeah, I'll do that. Really soon, actually. Will these be tornadic when they hit Middle Tennessee? Probably not. They'll barely be tornadic when they hit West Tennessee. But you can see that there's still some strong storms out here floating around from Stuttgart, Clarendon, up towards Wynne and Truman and Jonesboro. None of them are severe warned right now, but there's a chance that we'll hit a pocket of greater instability as the storms approach Memphis and West Tennessee up near Union City and Dyersburg, and that might lead to a couple tornado warnings tonight. So just in case, we want to make sure that we communicate the risks there. But for the most part, this whole line of storms is really rapidly falling apart. Cape Girardeau, you're about to get hit by a pretty good storm here. Maybe some 60-mile-per-hour winds are coming in from the west over the next 39 minutes or so. We've got 20 minutes left on our tornado warning in Carbondale. And that's pretty much what's happening tonight. I mean, I know you guys, there's some of you who are like, man, why is this guy not talking about anything? I'm telling you, it's because there's not anything to talk about. Here's what the radar could look like as we go through the rest of the night. Midnight, we are going to see the storms get closer to West Tennessee and like Evansville, Indiana, for example. Midnight to 2 a.m., Dyersburg, we could have a couple of stronger cells. Very unlikely that we have tornadic activity here, but it's not impossible. Same thing for you in Memphis, down into southeast Arkansas. These are, for the most part, going to be garden variety thunderstorms. However, there are going to be a couple of storms that could get stronger than that, so we definitely want to be weather aware tonight as the storms go through. By the time they get to Middle Tennessee, around Clarksville, for example, or Nashville, they will be, essentially rain showers, okay? So we might see the storms kind of refire tomorrow during the heating of the day up there in Pennsylvania and Ohio. We'll watch that, and we might see a couple more storms pulse up down there in Mississippi and Alabama as well. But tomorrow looks to be like a pretty calm day, relatively. and I don't think we'll be live tomorrow. That's for sure.
Ryan Vidal sent in a super chat asking, is there a way the Yaligons could be distributed via Radar Omega as an overlay?
Yeah, so we're like, that's something that we might do, is make the Yaligons, more publicly accessible. I don't know how we're going to do that. But like there's a million different ways, and that's obviously something that we want to work on. So because you guys like it so much, and it's awesome. Now Yaligons right now are the only person who's ever issued one officially. Now obviously I've issued some test ones and stuff. Is Andy? And Andy is a human being, so he's one person. So Yaligons are going to be something that maybe if we do it publicly, maybe it's something that's only available while we're live streaming or something like that. But eventually we might even be able to do it outside of that. But those are the kinds of things that we have to think about before we, just be like, okay, here's an API endpoint. These are Yaligons, and now we've got somebody expecting there to be a Yaligon every time there's a potential tornado somewhere. You know what I mean? Weather intensity score is 85.94. We're on the down trend. I reckon if it gets below 77, I think we're calling it a night. 77.8. You should make your own app. Yeah, we probably should. There's a lot of stuff that we should be doing. That's why this is a full time. I think Dalton can confirm this, but I think we've got a new thing here at the Weather House where we clock in, just because we're tracking the hours. It's fun. I think we've got 120, 130 hours this week. Something like that. I don't know. Like most of that time, you guys don't see me. I'm not making videos. I'm not doing live streams. It's behind the scenes stuff. New severe thunderstorm warning for Benton and West Frankfort. That's going to be for Franklin, Jackson, and Williamson counties in Illinois. So it looks to me like they're probably not going to issue another tornado warning east of Carbondale. By the way, the town of Carbondale is now no longer under a tornado warning. They've allowed that to expire for you. It's off to your north now. DeSoto, you guys have still got a tornado warning for the next 19 minutes. But once that drops, I think they're going to just continue the warning for the storm as a severe thunderstorm warning. So that's good. Storms in Middle Tennessee will arrive early in the morning between 5 a.m. and honestly, they'll be hanging around Middle Tennessee between 6 a.m. and noon tomorrow. Nothing crazy. West Tennessee, hey, now come on now. How many times have I talked about West Tennessee? Scroll back a little bit. I think that we're going to have storms entering West Tennessee around 1 a.m. or so. They'll exit the West Tennessee area by 4 or 5 a.m. I think that we've got a slight chance of some tornadic activity when the storms first cross the Mississippi River. And the farther east they go, they're going to get much weaker. So very, very small chance of anything bad happening out here, but still have a way of getting alerts just in case. All right, we are the weather intensity score is below 77.8. Did I hear that right? Haha, it is. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Okay, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great Easter, spending an Easter with you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to do a video. Might be a little bit late, but we're going to do a video, and we're going to talk about the week of weather, and we'll move on to the next one.
Y'all have a nice night, guys.
Don't go anywhere, though. If you want to keep hearing about weather, YAWLBOT's
Me and
got you
Ryan are gonna
updated. It's going to keep you updated with our
Me and Ryan are
24/7
gonna end our
YAWLBOT
streams and,
system.
Take a good night's sleep here.
You're going to love it. If you haven't seen it before, you're going to be blown away. Here we
Okay,
go.
yeah, I'm probably
Good
gonna
night.
go to
Sending you over there now. It should be automatic.
Yeah, me and Ryan are going to bed right now.
I have to get up for work tomorrow, which I won't have. Once I get to the building, I won't have cell phone reception for hours until I can go downstairs for lunch.